with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Young to throw it this time. A short throw caught by Andrews. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ready, ready.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He may go. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, what, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Now ETN to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Richardson. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Richardson going to change the play here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 57 yards. And the Bucs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go
so
now.
After 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Go!
Perry. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Crap 80.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Street.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 42 yards. And the Packers are once again back in front.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for two. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. But I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And Richardson back to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Richardson going to move him around. To throw is Richardson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Richardson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Richardson. And the catch made by Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They go play action with Richardson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go now.
Second down and 3. Young now from the 50. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Here we go.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Ready, break. Panther 60, Panther 60.
On 1st and 10, Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to it after the pick 6. Young being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Young to throw on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Off play action, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's Young on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go now.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Young now. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hustle.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Let's go.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Let go.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll run again. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
And Young's going to throw it here. They'll roll him out right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Hey. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come on, come on.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Get up.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Young. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.